Hi, everyone. We're very happy to have you here for Feng Shui every day.
Perfect. We're here to help find feng shui solutions for your problem areas so you can get on with living the best life moving forward. Today, we have a question from the mailbox.
Yes, Kathryn,
Donna.
we do indeed have a question, and that is something that I think is near and dear to your heart. What happens when there is some construction or renovation going on in the neighborhood, really close to your house? What do you do with the noise? Does it affect the view? What do we do feng shui-wise?
That's a loaded question, Donna, and you're absolutely right. Getting this question is really near and dear to my heart because construction seems to follow me around the globe. I've had to do a lot of adjustments over the years. And the big one is, yes, you're right, noise and visual, and you can't hide from some of these things as well. And what I've done with the ear type thing, I have headphones, big headphones, noise blocking headphones when things get really uncomfortable and I want to get some work done. It's very easy to just kind of tune that stuff out. And if you want to walk around the house with these little earbuds too as well, but you got to get into that headspace. I'm in my own house and I have to wear earplugs, but it works. And you just have to reframe that it's only temporary and these things will run its course. Now, big things like what's going on.
I have a big reframe for that.
Okay.
If you want to hear. So, and that reframe is that when construction is going on in the neighborhood, it is a sign that you are building something or the universe is pushing you in that direction. And so occasionally take off the headphones and say, what am I supposed to be building in my life? What am I supposed to be creating in my life? Because the universe is giving you that sign right in front of you. And so it is that message that you want to hear.
That's great. So what the listeners are doing here. One is a coping mechanism. How can I get my own stuff done, what I need to do? And Donna has brought up the point that it's mirroring back to you. Whatever your problem is, or your issue, or your little that you got is all mirroring back. And so before you start drinking too much or screaming at your husband or all the rest of the things, great advice, Donna, is to put that straight in front of you and ask that key question: what is really, really going on in my life? And use that as a building block to move forwards.
Yes. So then, the next question, of course, is, well, what if that construction now is changing the view that the person had when they moved in? That one of my clients had this great vista behind his house, and then suddenly that all of that raw land was developed and the houses were so tall, the vista was gone. How do we deal with this sort of situation from the feng shui standpoint, as well as just the emotional side?
Oh, those are loaded questions as well, too. And my heart just really goes out. And one of the reasons we moved to a road that has a dirt road basically is to just enjoy some of the nature. And yeah, I have met the people coming in across the street. So thank goodness that I think that they're good neighbors. But I've also sent out some good vibes and some blessings to all the animals and the birds and the trees and things that are going to no longer be here. And I've given them a little bit of notice to find new homes. And I've invited the little guys to come over on our property if they need a place to live. I think my dogs aren't going to like that very much, but I've had to extend some human kindness to the Mother Earth, and it's just development. And as much as I can argue about it and cry about it, and I have to realize that there is a reason for everything. And I've just hoped that that little piece of kindness intention that I sent out to dogs are barking, to the universe that there find some balance. That's the word. Find some balance of when creating this disturbance, immediate disturbance, but who knows what it's going to turn out like in the long run.
I think that's a really wonderful suggestion to actually actively work with nature. Oh, what a beautiful dog. Gorgeous.
Yeah.
And to, send the messages to the animals and to the trees that might be being cut down and the animals being displaced and all that. So, and this is something that a lot of people run into, where they move to a place that they figure is a little bit more remote, and then the city or suburbs catches up with them, and then it is that time to actually make a choice. Is it that you're going to stay there and welcome the new neighbors? Are you going to stay there and resent the new neighbors? Or are you going to say, well, this is, in my hierarchy, either I love my house so much, I'm going to stay and make friends with these people, or the view was so important that this is my time to move on.
Mm-hmm.
So this is, again, it's the being aware and interacting with the changes that are happening in your life.
Yeah, it goes to what I need as well too. And I love the forest and the trees. I love my forest walks with my pups. And I'm enjoying on the other side of the house. We were fortunate enough that we landed on Lake Simcoe, which has, I'm so surprised, has so many interesting moods. It can be so calm and peaceful, and it can just roar up into some gale storm, and the waves just blasting at the end of the dock and stuff. And it's, and I think I've been posting on Facebook too about the ice forming and all the skidoos out there and the fishermen out there, and then the ice melts again. And it's just like a whole seasonal change just right in our back door as well too. So I also am sorry up to see these trees come down. I also have to be thankful for the blessings that I have on the other side of the house. So
yes, that's a wonderful point.
It's
to look at it from a holistic standpoint. What is the benefits of staying where you are? And so while you might be saying, well, what are the Feng Shui things that we could do to stop people from moving in or things like that? But those big things, no, that's more the universe is talking about that. But there are Feng Shui things to do to welcome in change and welcome in opportunity.
Mm-hmm,
And we do that oftentimes by, making our beautiful walkways, putting flowers on the porch, hanging a wreath on the door and things like that. And then when change happens, we're like, that's not the change I wanted.
And that's why we want to greet opportunities. But you're right, Donna, as soon as you get into that mentality of kind of anti-feng shui, planting prickle bushes at the curb, or kids stay out, or this beware of dog, and you start doing this defensive type thing, the doors and the opportunities won't be coming to your house very often.
Yeah, that's true. I think that there is a place for what you were calling defensive, I call reverse Feng Shui. I think there is a place for it at times, but it does have to be used very, very carefully, or you're absolutely right. You will cut off opportunities. I had a client who she wanted just to protect her house when she was gone, and we set up the protection. She forgot to release it when she got back, and she didn't get her mail for a month. So nothing could come into the house.
Wow.
No opportunities, not even her mail. So it is definitely something you use very, sparingly.
Super. So you know what? I think we've got a topic for our next show. We'll be continuing with that. So glad you could join us for Feng Shui Every Day. Short, quick, and dirty. Here we are every week to help you live the best life moving forward. And we'll see you next week. I'm Kathryn Wilking. Send in your questions, kathrynwilking.com, or Donna.
at fengshuiforum.com.
And we'll get your answers to you next week. In the
Bye,
meantime,
guys.
have a great day every day.